So welcome to Psych.Club, welcome to Walks Along the Beach with Tom Numbers, and today is January 3rd of 2025 and it's a Friday, and as always time seems to be speeding up. So we're now, depending how we count it, we're 17 or 18 days away from inauguration. Is that right? 17 days. It'll be 17 days, won't it? Yeah. I guess even 16 days if we just land on today's the 3rd, plus 16 take you to the 19th. Yeah, so I'll have to change the title. So we're doubling down, we're giving 2 days. So let's call it 17 days. And 16, because 16 is the one when it runs out on the 19th. And then we'll land on the 20th. So obviously 17 is Q. 17 is acid, as in DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Ribonucleic acid. Hey Peggy, good to see you. Happy New Year. Anyway, so I thought I'd share the sunset with you. A different spot today, but nevertheless still very beautiful. And January 3rd. January's 90, so boomerang economy. 3rd is 59, which is Joker. That comes to 149, comes to flux capacitor. And there's always something to do with Back to the Future going on. We saw that on January 1st with the Tesla car and Trump Hotel. So this is interesting. So I listen to Greatest Hits radio when I'm in the car, and it plays all the classic pop tunes, which I love. And I'd seen this obviously on the feeds like Twitter and other places about the Tesla car, and I'm pretty sure I heard earlier in that afternoon yesterday, because it was the 2nd and it happened on the 1st, that they were saying this Tesla car blew up outside Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Thank you, Rennie. Thank you, you too. But then later that day, on the same radio station, they edited, or they didn't want to give Trump as much airtime, so they were saying, yes, this Tesla car blew up outside a hotel, but they kept deliberately not saying it was the Trump Hotel. So they were trying, someone probably in the office has said, don't say it's a Trump Hotel. So they're just leaving it open. But nevertheless, it was one of the main headlines in the news on the radio. So they were just saying it's a hotel. Whereas earlier in the day, they said it was the Trump Hotel. And obviously it was. But they don't want to give him any more airtime. So it's funny, it's just amusing, because I noticed that. I was like, oh, there you go. They're trying to, they don't want to say it's a Trump Hotel. Because how could you? Yeah, I mean, Tesla, Elon, but you've got Nikola Tesla combined with Trump. Who would that be? That'd be Uncle John Trump. Uncle John Trump with Nikola Tesla. And President Trump's referred to him. And both of those two, you know, Tesla discovering and inventing time travel, and John G. Trump carrying it forward and passing it on to his nephew, Donald, the magician's nephew. There you go, the magician's nephew. The magician's nephew with an apostrophe, because an apostrophe is 133, simulation 133, Isle of Wight 133, which is right over there. Needles, end of Back to the Future Needles. But you add all that together, it's 333. Interestingly enough, this is another code. So it's Lift the Veil from Your Eyes. It's the Trump painting in Mar-a-Lago. So it's Donald J. Trump, the visionary, 313. That's also President John Fitzgerald. It's John Fitzgerald Kennedy Sr. and it's also Robert Francis Kennedy Jr. 313. They're all 313. And this is another, I think I may have mentioned it a while ago, but it's worth mentioning now. Maybe it's the first time. So at the end of movies, most movies, when you watch the end credits, And it's always worth watching. See the names that appear. Tom appears a lot in the credits of films. There's Tom numbers in some films. But at the end of a film, you'll have this film number. It's like 5 digits long. And the way that I always usually read them, unless it's super obvious in another way, but 99% of the time I'll read the first 3 digits and then add the last 2. So I was watching the film Ghost a couple of nights ago, as I mentioned, and what comes up is this digit of the film. So at the end of the film Ghost, it's 30013. I believe that's the film number. So you drop the zeros and you've got 313, and it's lift the veil from your eyes. And so that made perfect sense, because Ghost is a brilliant portrayal of the spirit realm, of when people pass on, of, I guess, the good spirits, the bad spirits. They even say that in the end credits, there's the good spirits crew and the bad spirits crew. And it's really well illustrated cinematically and visually for people to understand. And the orbs appear, as I mentioned yesterday. So I'm very grateful that I've had many orbs and get the halo and the ready break glow. And I know many of you watching have similar things. But it's interesting because the codes at the end of films, if there's a certain theme about it, quite often the film number will confirm that. And like I said with Ghost, lifting the veil from your eyes. So Patrick Swayze, his character Sam Wheat, sifting the wheat from the tares. Sam is 33, Don is 33, Magic is 33. When he dies, and so he's learning the difference and the reality of his spirit realm and real life, well, the physical matter life, the 3D life. And then as the film progresses, that veil gets lifted more, and he can intercommunicate between the two more often. And then by the end of it, his love interest, Demi Moore, the veil is lifted from her eyes, and she gets to see him at the end before he goes to another level as well. So it's an interesting film, and it's confirmed in what is said in the film number at the end of the film. So yeah, when you watch a film, it's a nice piece of number code. There's often something there at the end, a little Easter egg in terms of the film number. So look, there's the moon and a planet, looks like. If you can see that above me, you got the streak of a plane, and then you got the moon, a thin crescent moon with a star or planet. That looks like a planet up there. So sorry, someone asked a question. Do you want to repeat it? About a minute ago, I didn't get to answer it. So there it is. So we're already, well, by the end of today, we will be almost 100th of the way through the year already. I guess tomorrow lunchtime we'll be over that point already. It's going quick, folks. It's going quick. So we don't have long to wait till inauguration. However that one may be, it might be as smooth and as beautiful as is planned, globally, publicly. And who knows, there could be some twists and turns and surprises in between or after. Oh, hey Alexis, yeah, good question. So the Shungite and the orgonite. Shungite and orgonite has multiple uses, and so you can get the pendants, which is the necklace. You can have the large blue purple circular discs, which are sleeping pods. So I put those in my bedroom. I can put them next to me on the bed or on a bedside cabinet, and you get really deep sleep. It just really, you feel it takes you to another level of depth of sleep. There's my, look, as I'm talking about this, you can see the ready break glow. You can also use it, which I use it for, is I have it in the fridge, so it preserves fruits and vegetables and other products, dairy, etc. And then I also have it's called a charging plate. I have two of them. I have one in the fridge and I have one on the just on my table, and I have my bottle of water on there. And what it does is, in about 45 minutes from, if you fill a bottle of water and then you place it on a disc of Shungite, it takes about 45 minutes for it to structure the water completely. And the links are below, but you can go through to the website and you'll see they have demonstrations of that. So what they do is they'll put water in a bottle on a disc of shungite and orgonite, and then they'll put it in a freezer. They'll freeze it, and they'll see the way the water freezes is it will produce this beautiful structured water in the form of a spiral. And so that shows you that the shungite is structuring the water. And shungite comes from a region in Russia, and the Russians knew the powers of it for a long time, and they were purifying their water. And so there's a lot of stuff obviously with the water, but I find structuring my water really makes a difference, and I do that through my shungite and orgonite. So I have the charging plate, which is a flat disc. It's the largest one on. They come in black and gold. You can get a couple or just one, it's up to you. And so that's why I have one in the fridge, and it preserves my fruits and vegetables and other produce in the fridge. And then I also have one on my kitchen table, and I put my bottle of water there. So how many times I fill up with water, I'll fill it up. I do add a few drops of activation as well, so in terms of the minerals. So it's the electrolytes, and then I put it on the charging plate, and the charging plate is not plugged into anything, it's inherent. That will always, shungite will always maintain its properties of what it does, and it just structures the water, and so it purifies and structures your water and makes it far better for you. So that's uses for it. And then you've also got the garden pucks, which are the green ones. You could use those as sleeping pucks if you want. I often put them in my pocket when I go for a walk, but you can put those in things like flower beds or vegetable plots, and your fruits and veg will grow much bigger and thicker and more powerfully. So yeah, it's magical, it's wonderful. Shungite and orgonite is really good, it's really powerful. I'm a big fan of it. So I'll put the link in the description. It's about 3 or 4 links down. I might move it to the top today because someone's asked about it. So thanks for your question, thank you. And the magic power of it is shungite plus orgonite in numbers. So shungite is 103, orgonite is 103. Add that together is 206, and that comes to quantum physics. Quantum physics. So that's what we're tapping into with the shungite and orgonite. So, all right, everyone. God bless you all. Get on Substack. I'll probably put an email out tonight or tomorrow. That's free for everyone to do so. And I am on, like I said, I'm on Instagram and Telegram. I'm on Telegram, obviously, but on Instagram and TikTok now. So just having some fun with some short form videos there. So, all right, everyone, much love. See you tomorrow. Will be January 4th. 4th is 88 Trump, so let's see. All right, take care. Bye.